Good afternoon, Steve Schroeder here with Smart Community Technologies. We're going to do a really quick, amazing walkthrough on the texting dashboard with things that have never been shown before for 2018 to help your small business like never before. So I'm going to shoot through this really quick because we have so much power that we have built into this solution. So it's designed for you to go back. I will hit it briefly, but then you go back and you can read the articles, the information. You can look at the screen at your leisure. So I'm going to hit it really quick. Let's go with here's what makes Smart Community IT or intelligent texting different than any other texting dashboard. Here's the different things. You can look at all this and what we have innovated and come back on your own. I'm going to shoot through them and go through them all. Probably the most important thing, or hard to say what's most important, but I want to illustrate with about 3 or 4 articles here on what is going on with small business, because if you're not aware of it, it can actually put you out of business. And we have done this for you at pennies on the dollar. There's companies that spend millions that can't do what I'm going to show you here, and you can do this for a few $100s a month, maybe even less, but it just depends upon how much money you need to make. But here's the thing. I mean, right now, data is the new oil. You can go back and look at this and what's happening, review it later. There's a few quick key quotes I want to look at. When a customer walks into a business with a reward, they purchase additional items. We've known this for years. We've done it with pizza companies over 4 years ago and found out amazing things. I can share that research with you later. We also find out that when they get rewards for certain brands, they spend a greater overall share of wallet on that brand going forward. This will open up sponsorship revenue, which I will illustrate later in this document or in this video. And if you don't have a digital loyalty solution like we're describing here, and there is none like I'm describing here, the time to do so is now. You'll learn exactly what to ask for and what to look for, because there is not really another one that gives this kind of power at any price. Here's another article that just came out on the December 20th last week, and you'll see right here that if you don't deliver the kind of personal message on a one-to-one basis, that's the one thing, just check out of it. There's very few that even do. I don't really know of anyone that even is able to accomplish what I'm going to illustrate here at any price. But if you can't communicate one-to-one based on a customer's relevant likes and dislikes, they will just look elsewhere. This is all brand new. So this is what is at stake. You've got to have an easy, powerful solution that's able to automatically communicate with customers on a personal basis without you doing a thing. These things cost thousands of dollars a month normally, and you'll see what we do for you as we go through here. So enjoy the next 25 minutes or so as we walk through this fairly quick. Consumers that, if you don't tailor message based on exactly what they want, then they're out. Their attention span is short. And here's a quote. Because any kind of a solution that can communicate with people on a one-to-one basis is like a hidden gem amongst other loyalty solutions that focus on points or rewards without the ability to automatically communicate so that the business owner does nothing. I want to look at this here. Here's how data works. Machine learning is a huge impact on customer loyalty. Do you know what it cost you to call IBM and get Watson, or Salesforce to get Einstein, or to have custom AI built into your customer loyalty solution? Very few can do it. We automatically include this at no extra charge. It's normally a minimum of $5,000 a month. This is all included free of charge. You can come back and read this later here. What machine learning is, in popular discourse, machine learning is also referred to as predictive analytics. We do all of this for you to open up power that you can't even believe. They use a crawl, walk, run. We've been using this for years. So we understand, we take all of these steps. We not only take the steps with your existing database, but if you don't have an existing database, we build one for you, and it turns your business into much more profitable venture with business valuation because of what we do for you free of charge. Normally, if you do these crawl, walk, and run things, there's a few companies who will do it. The cost is about $150,000. It's incredible. These are things small business have never been able to do. We do the crawl, walk, run. We do the crawl, walk phase at zero cost, and the run at a couple $1,000s. But you don't even need the run where we do propensity scoring because of what we can pull out of the universe. I don't want to spend too much time here, but I want to give you an idea of what the value is here that we provide. So we won't spend too much time. You can come back and look at it. We're the first company that has ever assembled this team. In other words, what kind of skills and investments do you need to even keep up? Well, you need a cross-functional team. That's a bunch of business drivers with business intelligence, data dorks. These are people who are like data scientists, and they average a couple $100,000 a year each, and you need more than one. Then you need mathematical programmers. I mean, really? How can a small business do this? We're the first ones that have ever assembled all of this capability into an automated dashboard in texting, which you're going to see. Leading brands have started using data to understand consumer behavior and predict what would motivate a desirable change. Yes. For example, instead of sending everyone the exact same offer, leading brands who have hundreds of thousands of dollars, didn't say that, can now leverage known customer propensities to target exactly what they need when they need it. Leading loyalty programs are moving away from points or the same messages or rewards for every consumer and targeting what everything needs to be. You have a program that does this? Old school. You got to go with something new. Don't waste your money. Here's a book I would like to send you, or look, I think you can order this. Smart Customers, Stupid Companies. I worked with the author 5 or 6 years ago, and when we were looking at this book and he was developing it, we didn't even have artificial intelligence. This was before AI really hit the mainstream. Now this is an incredible book. And this is exactly what's happening. Companies are stupid, the customers are smart. And unless it's like left small business owners out in the dark until smart community. Because now we give all of this to you at a very affordable rate, and you'll see it at the end. So, I mean, you can go ahead and read these quotes, okay, because you don't control the space anymore, the customer does. So, that's what I wanted to get in this introduction. Now let's zoom through everything real quick, and you can come back on your own and see what we have. So we're going to go through a complete walkthrough on our texting platform, which is designed to be everything in one, with amazing capabilities. So we're going to walk through all 6 of these little things, and then a few over here, no problem. The first thing we went to is like my account. Oh, it's over here. Okay, because getting started is a video that you can just watch. Notifications or when we can just notify you whenever anything needs to be updated, and supports contact me or whatever. So the only thing you really need to know on the top is my account. You can kind of see it here where you can put your own password and phone number and all this kind of stuff. Pretty basic stuff here. You can then you can export everything to an Excel spreadsheet with the push of a button, so all your messages and everything can go right to your accountant. All the messages that you gave, time and date stamp, which is pretty neat. So let's go to my inbox, which is what we have just hit. We just click here at the inbox settings, and it takes us right to your inbox, where you can kind of see how we can set up these things to automatically send notices to your cell, to your email, and this will open up mobile ordering. I'll share more about that later, because like for an example, Starbucks and Chick-fil-A just set up mobile ordering for their business. Of course they spent $3 and $4 million each. This is all included, again, free of charge for you. So, and it does things that Chick-fil-A and Starbucks or any mobile ordering company is not doing. So it's worth 2-3 times more. But again, small business owners don't have a couple $1 million to spend on mobile ordering, so we include it free of charge. It's included in the texting. So let's go to my inbox. One of the great things is that we're going to see a live test of this on a screen-to-screen basis. All we did was click here. So we were in my inbox. We hit view and reply, and a picture of everybody's phone shows up. And you'll find out that you can scroll up and down here. It tracks every customer on a one-to-one basis based on what their likes and dislikes are right here. You can communicate with them. I am going to test this live and hit send. You see the little note? So we're going to go ahead and do that and see what happens. And sure enough, right to my cell phone, 90407, along with everybody else, my wife and my daughter. Here comes. I'm going to test this live and hit send. Comes right to my phone. You can actually use your computer, your tablet, um, any kind of device, even your phone or whatever, of course. But you're operating a dashboard that acts like a phone itself, right? So you can walk around the table, collect information via a tablet, and actually send people text messages directly from any device. So here was it to my phone, and I got it. Now, back to our inbox here, which is the dashboard. Yep, my phone, I am going to send a reply back and reserve a lane. I received an alert to my phone and to my email. So here's my reply back to the dashboard of the bowling center. We used a bowling center to illustrate here. The message in blue is from the merchant, the yellow is from the customer, and every conversation is kept like this on a phone for one-to-one or group messaging back at any time you want to bring in business. Incredible stuff. So let's move on, because you can come back here and look at all this. Here's what we did now. So we're still in my inbox, or we clicked on the my inbox right here, up here. See that? So that's just my inbox, the view inbox. That's all we did was click on that. So we go, here's the groups, sorts everybody by groups. We'll go over the groups a little bit later, let you know what group it is. A history of all the messages from every customer is stored automatically. You can click on them and see them. We're going to go through it. This is everything in the inbox. You can just hit reply. We're going to walk through all that. So that's what that is. Now here we are back to here. So back to the dashboard. Notice the messages were 2. Now it's 3 because of the one I sent. Let's go on now and see what happens in the next green one. So you can, when you get your dashboard, you can click on here. But we kind of experimented with everything in here. Now we're going to here. So we clicked on again the green box, and you'll notice how everything is color coded. When we click on the green box, which is text messages, everything is kind of matched up here. It opens it automatically up to the pending and sent messages. So everything is tracked here. We'll see later how every customer is auto-segmented into the group that they want, how we create these groups. That's coming up all through here. We'll go over the scheduled messages later in the presentation. You can see a history of all of our messages that we have right now here. Here's the one I just sent. I'm going to send this text live and hit send. I did. It came in. We clicked on the green box to get here, and we have color-coded tabs that remind us where we're all located inside of our dashboard. Back to our dashboard, we hit the third box on the screen, which was keywords. So whenever we hit a box here, it takes us right to it reminds you where, it takes you automatically to where we're at. We're going to hit these boxes first rather than go down here. So whenever we click on the box, it takes us right to the color-coded section, which was my keywords. So we hit the third box on the screen, the color changes to match, the scroll menu goes on, you can see your keywords, and then we're going to experiment whatever it does here. When we click on the keywords here, we get samples that we can use to click here. We're going to show samples on the next screen, but there's a number of key features to note here. We're also going to look at the fact here that you can go ahead and read these, whatever they are. We're going to investigate these and what they do. It's pretty powerful stuff. Let's go over here. The first thing we did was hit on the message. It says, welcome to L&J Lanes. Show this message for a free game of bowling on your next visit. This is our default message, so that anybody who texts Go Bowl to 90407 gets this message here. We have an autoresponder and an alternate message that we have put in. These are checked here. See that? The alternate message means that if somebody tries to text in twice, they get this message instead of our default message, because we have gamification built in where people can earn entries and prizes. So I'm going to send this message live, and you can see what happens when we do that. We then go to My Contacts because we sent the message. A contact is added, and let's go up here so you can see where we're at. We just hit up here, Contact, so everything turns to purple whenever we do that. And everything has a video, as we're going to show you later. You can add your contacts either by name and number. There's several features here. We clicked in the purple box. It tells you everything where we go. Notice you can send a message one at a time, or you can send it in group. They can be all of your contacts one at a time, whatever you need to do. When you click on Add a Contact, we click on Add a Contact. You can see and scroll the menu it automatically tells you where you're at. This particular group happens to be Blue Moon. You can see it right down here, okay? Which means that Blue Moon is their favorite beer. Every customer who texts in, gobowl.bluemoon, which you can see right over here. because that's what they do. These are unlimited extensions that are added to your keyword. The keyword here is Go Bowl for a bowling center in Michigan. All the extensions mean people can go ahead and text in to any extension based on their favorite beer, their favorite game, whether they're a Detroit Lions fan, whether they're a platinum member, whether they like Matthew Stafford, the quarterback, whether they're winning everything, whether they have a birthday this month, whether what their Facebook account is. Are they a league bowler, open player? Do they like pizza? Are they trying to raise money for their school? And do they like to come on the weekend or any day during the week? All of that, and everything gets automated, which we'll show you later. Remember, we're just going over the buttons. So my contacts comes right here. You can add a contact manually. When you do that, we automatically give them all the messaging for TCPA compliance, so you don't have to worry about it. When you add a contact or search for a contact, I just search for a contact here. We're under search options. It puts down here Steve Schroeder. I did a search by my phone number. It came up. I'm going to hit go and find out what happens next. It tells me that it asks, are you sure? And I say yes. And when we say yes, it says you are done. So we just completed that. Notice that Steve Schroeder is now indicated as a Blue Moon member. It brings up every customer by every group. What are they members of? So Steve was a birthday member, he's a Blue Moon member, and he's also a pizza member. Now we can communicate with Steve exactly with what his likes and dislikes are. And we can do it manually or automatically, as we'll see later on. Here's all of our groups. You can set up unlimited numbers of groups. We just clicked on the next dashboard, which was groups. And now we can go by birthday, Blue Moon. All of these are set up. We show you how to do all of that. You can just click on add a group. We'll go ahead and look at that. So we now are in the add a group. So we added a group live. So I'm going to make a new group that didn't exist before. It's called survey. It tells you right here what is an extension. This enables contacts to opt in directly to any group by texting the keyword, which is Go Bowl. And either a dot or a dash. So in other words, you don't have to put the dot or the dash, but you can put that in your advertising materials, which I'll show you later. So this will be GoBowl.survey. And I'm going to create this, and I'm going to do it live so you can see it just by creating the group. Once we create the group, okay, survey was successfully created. We just hit OK. Here's all the message that everyone's going to get. Now, as soon as I opt in, I hit GoBowl.survey. It goes to my email inbox. So from a phone directly to your email, and it tells the owner who opted in. So he knows as soon as I texted GoBowl.survey, the following message came to my email box in my computer. It says, thank you. If I come in today, here's a response, because we can text back. The customer can text back to the business, and there's no cost for customers sending text messages back to the business. So you get notified on your computer so that you can create mobile ordering. You can instantly respond to the customer, and you can have customer service instantaneously, mobile ordering, mobile reservations, mobile everything by having it come to your email inbox. That's what happened there. Here's my phone. Okay, so it also notified my phone. Green is the comment for me. Here's the note. Right here, opt into GoBowl.survey, what I did, thank you. If you come in today, I can use your gameplays. I wrote, thank you, LJ. If I come in today, can I use my gameplays? Because I gave him 3 gameplays, right? I said, yes, Steve, come in today, bowl 4 games, and I'll double your instant win chances, plus give you an instant win for every additional game you will. Hope to see you soon. You can go ahead and take the reservation, take it out of his account, all kinds of things from your POS. Here's our new group that we created called Survey Reviews. We have 1 contact in there now. Our autoresponder is set. Everything is automated. When somebody comes back home in our dashboard, I receive a notice that a new customer was added. It was 0. Now it's going to go to 1. I'll show you that later. Here's the guy who just joined. His name is Steve Schroeder. We can see that Steve he now is a member of the group that we just created called Survey Reviews. He was a previous Blue Moon and a birthday member. That's how that works. So now we can communicate with him one at a time or inside of a group, because since we know that everybody in the group maybe likes Blue Moon, we can set up Blue Moon specials automated. We'll show you that a little bit later. Back to my inbox right here where I can see conversations I had with Steve after he joined the group. Everything's tracked by every customer one at a time. So it's really, really good information stuff. Well, when I back to the dashboard view, the one box we haven't explored is the purple. Pretty self-explanatory there. Email, phone, or web. When you click on the email, it comes right to me. You can phone me. You can go to my website, leave messages, so you have 24/7 customer support. Now notice back to our dashboard view. See how our messages are growing because of what we are doing currently. So that's a very nice feature. We can now we're going to go into messaging. Since we hit all of the buttons, we're going to go into the side order of the dashboard and kind of go send message. Notice how there's always a video that tells you everything about every category. So when you have your own business, you can sit here and take, an hour, 2 hours and become a master at this thing. As you can see, I can hit send a message, create a message or whatever. I can create it to any group. I can create it to any individual. And then you can kind of create the message. Here's what it looks like. The section below, which you can all see it, when you can either select an automated message that we have, like here's load a template. So I selected this. You can select none. It populates on the phone. You can add your business name or unsubscribe instructions. Select a date or time to have it sent anytime in the future. You can read all about that here. Now we're going to go to a scheduler. This was all under send message previous. Now we're going to go to a scheduler, which is amazing. I clicked on schedule underneath. I can set up anything I want, like Ladies' Day. I've got the new options for the rest of the month that I can do. When I click on these weekly events, I can set up the message. I can have it go to any particular group. I can use a template or not. I can choose which day I want, what time, time zone. You can read about it here. Here's how you create this kind of a group. We have multiple events here. Now, this one was daily. I set that up, so I'm going to set up a new one live. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and special. I'm going to walk through them real quick. So the first thing I'm going to do is now do a daily one. When you click on daily and you click on create, here's what happens. It says, well, do you want to use a template? No, I created a whole new happy hour kind of program. It's going to everybody. It's custom. I've got counts my characters. I'm going to put happy hour every day, and I'm going to hit create, and here's what happens next. I now have happy hour every day in my calendar. What happens when I click on happy hour? Then I can see what the offer was. I can edit it, but here's what it does. And so you can click right here on the happy hour and kind of edit everything you need to do. Now the next thing we're going to look at is what happens if I click on weekly rather than daily like we had up here before. So if I click on weekly, then here's what's going to happen. We're going to add a special called Bowl reminder every Thursday. Here's what the weekly one does. Okay, you can choose any day of the week or any 2 days. I got Sunday and Thursday. We're going to create the message. We have it called Bowl for what we call Bowl for the schools, right? See it right here. It's called Bowl for your school. Okay, we just named it whatever we want. Automatically populates in the calendar. Most businesses struggle to bring in business. Now you're just setting this all up on autopilot. We can do it for you. Now rather than that, I'm going to create a new thing called Gameplay Monday. This is going to be monthly days. This is something new. What happens when we hit that? Wow, an incredible dashboard that gives you all these options. You can do slow months for the bowling center, certain days during every month. It's all just point and click. Very easy to do. Just hit create. What happens now? Here's a bowl for health that we do monthly on. So we're going to try that. Now we're going to do a healthy theme on monthly option. What does that look like? Look at this one. Now you can choose all kinds of stuff. We have a custom message saying, did you know bowling works out 184 muscles, burns over 600 calories, close to 2 miles, stop Facebook, get out and exercise. We got prizes that we give to every business so that people come. You don't have to discount anymore. Automatically fill up the bowling center every day. What happens now? Now we got all kinds of things going on. We got Bowl for Health. We got Happy Hour. We got Bowl for your school. All of these are being set up on autopilot. You can look at them and adjust them at any time. So our calendar is filling up, and so is our cash register. Now we can go over here to messaging and go underneath. We've got send a message, scheduler, drip messages, all these kinds of things. What do these do? Let me walk you through them. Here's the drip message. You can always see where we're at. Tells you what it is. You add a message. You can add anything you want. Schedule it for any time. You can go by every single group. Save it. It tells you what drip messages are and what they do down here, so you can look at that. We saved our drip message, and now we have a 1-week anniversary that goes along with the 30-day anniversary. So the system automatically tracks when anybody opts in, and then 7 days after they opt in, 30 days after they opt in, they get the exact message that we decide to send. Here it is. So I set up a 30-day message. Happy anniversary from L&J Lanes. What anniversary, you say? Well, you joined our center a month ago. And now they get a custom message. You don't have to remember this. Automatically does it. You can do it as often as you want, as least often as you want, every month, every week, every day. All the options are there. So last but not least, let's take a look at the proprietary digital drawing engine where we have text to win. You just hit tools and text to win. Come back down here. You can choose any number of winners. And I wrote the message. Since we only have 2 people in our demo database, Matt and Steve, we're going to select 2 winners for 5 instant gameplays and 100% rewards on any day during the month. That's the prize we're going to give. So sure enough, I just hit the pick the winner, and here's the 2 winners, Matt and Steve. I just hit select now. 2 winners were instantly chosen. They were automatically notified that they won whatever prize in the message we put right down here. Here's my message. See, since we only have 2 people on it, it came right to my phone instantaneously. You can read about that. Here we are back in our office where it tracks every message that either sent or went, all date and time stamped, how many contacts it went to. We can all look at it. We can export it to CSV, so we can have it all. So everything is automated. It's just pretty much point and click. You can come back and review this later. We create all the marketing materials for you like we did here. In this instance, we created a Captain Morgan digital membership club by texting Captain to 55678. I think it still works even though I created it 9 years ago. But Captain Morgan painted this person's bar, gave them all new menus. They also gave them new carpet. About $6,000 worth of stuff just because I created a sleeve like this and a card that they handed out. And they paid for all the cards. And all this did was drive in more money to the business owner, and he didn't pay anything for it. And all the rewards were also paid by Captain Morgan because obviously everybody chose Captain Morgan rather than Bacardi or similar brand. We show you how to do all that, and you get to keep all the money. Here's another one I created for another restaurant. And we have a different strategy, but we create all this for you. It's another texting solution. So everybody walks in, just text it to your short code, and your database grows. Here's all the gameplay pricing so that we provide all these games for you. You can look at this. You pay about 4 cents for every game player, and you can sell them for 50 cents. That's 10 times the revenue. So for every 1,000 gameplays that you purchase for $75, you get 100 new customers and 100 new visits plus sponsorships. So it's like a license to print money. We'll share more about that with you later. Here's our texting prices, so you can look through all of this. I would go ahead and, for any $300 a month or more, we'll give you a 2-month bonus of 2,500 text. So if you spend $300 a month or more, you get all of these benefits. You can read these later. It's a couple $100 worth of stuff. Your money comes in instantly. You keep all of the money. The ROI is very quick and very instant. Texting is phenomenal. The solutions that we put in here are second to none. We do all the data work for you, build your database. You own it 100%. So go through it back at a slower pace. I wanted to cover everything so that you could go back on your own, and I can walk you through it when you have a little bit more time. We can spend an hour on the phone. You can ask all the questions you have. It's the most lucrative hour that you'll ever spend because it can bring in hundreds of thousands of extra revenue to your business. Complete customer loyalty, complete personalization, complete data, as we talked about in the articles at the very beginning. Does everything for you. It's very, very powerful stuff. So look forward to talking to you later. Thank you.